So, what did you think of Joe Biden's first full week as president?
Well, I mean, he's a dictator, right? All these executive orders, Fox News will tell you. Look, as far as the I'm happy with this first week. It's organized. It's quote unquote boring, right? I think Jen Psaki was saying policy's back, right? This is going to be boring. We're going to talk policy, and we're gonna get to the point. So I'm excited about that. But as far as the executive orders, like, what do they expect him to do? Like, McConnell, before Biden was even sworn in, McConnell was saying he's going to have to work with our agenda. We're going to try to stop everything he wants to do. McConnell lost the majority seat, so we're going to have a little bit easier time getting things on the floor. But McConnell's saying the filibuster has to stay. McConnell's saying that we can't do the COVID plan. Like, what is Biden supposed to do? To sit there and just take shit for 4 years? You know what I mean? As far as executive orders I'm concerned, like, let's just run it. Let's just run the table. Let's do whatever we can do right now.
Right, and and I don't know the parameters of reconciliation rules, but I know that what it does is it allows you to pass some stuff with
Yeah.
but with a simple majority. The reality is, McConnell, you guys have been playing a certain game for going back to the first year that Obama was in the office. You also didn't give us Merrick Garland as a Supreme Court justice. Do not sit there and whine that the Democrats are not unifying and everything else. If Schumer is playing this game to where he's running reconciliation and he's pulling stuff out of his hat to do some stuff, tough. You can't sit there and have this F your feelings type of attitude, whether you're rank and file Republicans on the street of Trump rallies or members of Congress, and then get upset when we go ahead and get the ball and we run it. Especially because I think
Yeah.
the American people will be more supportive of the plays we run. Let's be honest, the American people, the plays that the hardball plays the Republicans run did not necessarily benefit American people, rank and file Americans. It benefited the wealthy, benefited the rich. The reality is that some of these power moves, these hardcore moves that the Democrats are threatening and willing to do, you know what? We're going to try to talk to you, Mitch McConnell, but you know what? If you keep messing around, we are just going to do the reconciliation, and you blew your opportunity. So either work with us, play with us, or we're going to go ahead and play your game, and we're going to play it better.
Yeah, I think what's going to end up happening, believe it or not, is um, Biden's going to try to do the public reach out to McConnell. Right, McConnell was there on the inauguration day, going to church with him. I think Biden's going to do that publicly. I think behind the scenes they're going to play a little bit more hardball. We've already seen Democrats say we're not going to do what we did in 2009 with Barack Obama. Right, we tried for 2 years. We ended up losing the House because we were waiting for you to extend your hand across the aisle. So look, as far as I'm concerned, Biden had the most votes in everybody in the history of elections in this country. He has Arizona and Georgia blue for the first time since 1992. We have the House. We have the Senate. As far as I'm concerned, there's a massive mandate here, right? In 2016, Trump lost the popular vote, barely won the election, had a small majority, and they were crying mandate. They were crying mandate, and he lost the popular vote. Like, Biden had 7.5 more million people vote for him than Trump did. So as far as I'm concerned, we should be able to legislate and govern how we dictate because we're in the majority. And the people, 70% of people want to keep Roe v. Wade. 65% of people want to pass the COVID bill. The majority of the country wants these things to happen. It's only these handful of Republicans who have been elected fairly, but who are trying to dictate that. So as far as I'm concerned, Biden can do whatever he wants to do to get things passed.
Right, and he's doing what he needs to do to get popular
Yeah.
stuff passed. And if the Republicans were not punished for doing stuff that wasn't necessarily popular with the public, then I guarantee you the Democrats will not be punished, and will they also not, and they might also be
Yeah.
rewarded for doing stuff and pushing that through because it is popular with the public. And I think, going back to our first conversation and some of these other things, I do think that the Democrats should be bullish about the midterm, the opportunity to maintain your slim majorities and maybe even grow a certain amount. Because if you have a very productive, given what we're going through, I do think that given what we're going through right now, that some of that conventional wisdom that the party in power is going to lose seats at the midterm, they have an opportunity to flip that script, and I think some of the moves that they're making now will help them flip the script in that regard.